By popular demand, the quest to 5,000 trophies continues. Welcome, my clashing friends, and thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Clash of Clans Attacks. Yes, it is episode 37 of the quest to 5,000 trophies. I posted a straw poll recently, and fully 90% of you showed support for the continuation of this series. So despite a defense log that looks like this recently, we're going to go back to the grind, try to push a little bit higher. Now, I am going to be out of town actually when this episode is released. I'm recording it a few days ahead of time. I'll be out in Los Angeles at E3, but I'm going to try to time it so I can buy a 2-day shield and a 1-day shield to prevent major trophy loss while I'm out there. But I've got other commitments coming as well, but I promise to do the best I can in the meantime. So let's get right down to the replays. We've got an attack on a version of the secret base, as you can see, and I'm moving in with 4 golems right away, trying to get through as many of those walls as I can with wall breakers, but I've brought 2 jump spells as well. This is pretty much the formula I've been using recently, trying to open 2 enclosures into that main area, and then getting those units in to the town hall enclosure with the last jump spell. There you can see everybody going down, the units starting to head in that general direction, and there goes the rage spell right smack in front of the town hall enclosure. And as I watch this replay now, I realize I was a little bit lucky that I didn't trigger a big bomb with those wizards and witches as they're moving in. So they all survive all the way into the town hall enclosure, and we already see damage on the town hall. The Barbarian King has already fallen, but his barbarians are there with the Queen. They take down the town hall for the first star, 47% damage. Lots of units remaining, so it looks like the second star isn't a problem. There it is, 50% for the second star. And quickly we have we have gone past 50% damage, and I let this attack run a little bit longer just to see how far I could get. 76% damage and 11 trophies for 2 stars. Up next, none other than my nemesis. Let me tell you, I see this base in my dreams. So tired of seeing this base, working on that corner wall segment with wall breakers, and again, not quite getting the job done. How many wall breakers does it take? Yes, it takes just about every last wall breaker to get that enclosure open finally, but I do, and the golem moves in, so now I move off to the other corner. Got the jump spell over there, so no failing that one. The wizards moving in, taking down the surrounding structures, an extra wizard to take out the cannon out of that outer enclosure, and now I'm patiently waiting for some progress to be made, and now it is time for Pekka Pekka King Queen Witch Witch. Everybody moving in from the bottom right. The clan castle is down, got the last jump spell down, and as you can see, the king has come out to meet my attacking party, but once they get him out of the way, there go the golems over the jump spell. The clan castle activates, and I've got to face a lava hound in the clan castle. Rage spell well placed, catching just about every unit. The lava hound has gone after my attacking barbarian king, who is going down fast as single target inferno. He's history, but so is the lava hound. Getting the pups out of the way, the queen is going to move in closer to that town hall, and now the expo down. It shouldn't be long before the queen turns to that town hall, makes that her focus of attention. There it goes, and that is going to be the first star. Didn't even need the royal cloak to get that town hall down. It is history. There goes the royal cloak, 44% damage. Golems working on the far left, a couple of units left, just enough units in fact to clear out these other surrounding structures, and that is going to be 50% for the second star. We wrap up this attack and take home 23 precious trophies. So although those last 2 attacks went off pretty smoothly, not every attack goes quite that well. And now you can see we've got a version of the Nemesis 2.0. You've got those archer towers enclosed in the corners. Once again, I'm having wall breaker problems. We get through the outer portion of this enclosure, a bunch more wall breakers, and they do manage to get the inner portion open again. So we've got that top enclosure open. Here comes the jump spell on the bottom, so it looks a lot like the last attack so far. The golems moving in, the wizards working on clearing those surrounding structures. A few more wall breakers for good measure because I had them left over. Again, we are facing a lava hound in the defensive clan castle, but it has focused on the lead golem, which is usually a good sign. And here come the rest of the units from the right-hand side. The heroes moving in along with the last golem, Pekka, wizards, witches, jump spell, and everybody headed in. Rage spell, but here comes that lava hound again. Golem triggers a big bomb on the inside, so that's another good sign. Lots of skeleton traps, big confrontation. We brought a freeze spell this time, just barely missing the Archer Queen. That would have helped to get her out of the way. There goes the Lava Hound, and that is going to distract the Queen for a few seconds, trying to get rid of those lava pups. Big confrontation right in the middle of this base. Lightning spell is down, and the King, in his dying act, will batter against that Town Hall and almost get it out of the way. The King is gone, but the Archer Queen can finish the job. There she goes. No Royal Cloak needed again. The Queen takes down the Town Hall for the first star, but now we see we are in trouble for the second star. 43% damage, and that is as far as the Queen will get on the inside. So we're going to have to count on 6 wizards and 7 archers to get 7%. It seems like that's plenty of units to do it. So we take a look at the perimeter of this base. Not going to be able to place an archer there safely. We've got some builders' huts on the outside here that should be vulnerable, but once again, pretty much every single remaining structure is covered in one way or another by a defense. So it's a matter of grouping several attacking units at once and trying to overwhelm a few buildings. And that is finally my decision. On the left-hand side, some archers to distract some wizards to try to get those builders' huts out of the way, and that camp that was damaged. There is 46%. Get that other builder's hut. There it goes for 47. Those last 2 archers, a bit of a waste. So we're up to 47%. 1 archer and 3 wizards remain, and at this point I decided my best bet, probably the top of the screen. Here they come, the last wizards and the archer. The wizards go into work, getting the barracks down. 48, 1 more barracks for 49. Get the builder's hut, and then the very last wizard decides to pull a Maverick from the movie Top Gun, says he doesn't have the shot. He moves to reposition, he gets taken down, and that will end this raid at a painful 49% and 10 trophies instead of 20. So the quest to the quest to 5,000 trophies continues. Thanks again for your guys' support. Please don't forget to check out my other episodes. Like, comment, subscribe, and favorite. I've put a simplified straw poll in the description once again, just to keep my thumb on the pulse of the viewer sentiment. Thanks again, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with more full attacks. Galadon, I changed your straw poll a bit. I just made a minor improvement.